Good evening, everybody. My name is Juan Rodas. Today we have our defender from our U17 Women's National Team of Guatemala, Elisa Castellanos. Bienvenidos a todos. Yo me llamo Juan Rodas. Hoy tenemos a nuestra legionaria sub-17 de la selección femenina, Elisa Castellanos. Elisa, how are you today in Canada?
I'm pretty good. Everything's been going good around here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Entonces sí, le pregunté cómo está Elisa, obviamente allá en casa en Canadá. Dijo que está bien, está en su casa con su familia. And to start off the interview, Elisa, if you could talk to us about like where do you play, what's your position, and where were you specifically born for the people that don't know. ¿Dónde nació Elisa? ¿En qué posición juega? ¿Y en qué equipo juega allá en Canadá?
So I'm from Canada, British Columbia, and I play for Coastal FC, BCSPL 07 Girls, and I'm also on Premier Academy. And I was born in Canada, but my mom is Colombian and my dad is Guatemalan.
Nice. Entonces sí, ella es nacida en Canadá, juega, si no está mal, defensa central. Su papá es de Guatemala, su mamá es de Colombia y juega. So, if I'm not mistaken, do you play for two teams in Canada, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay, entonces, y también ella juega para dos equipos allá en su país natal. How is it having like three different nationalities, you know? Because you're born in Canada, your mom is from South America, and your father is from Guatemala. Like, do you identify with one more than the other? And if not, if you could explain to us, ¿cómo es tener tres nacionalidades, ya que nació en Canadá, su mamá es de Colombia y papá de what?
Well, whenever somebody asks me where I'm from, I always say, well, I'm Canadian. I was born in Canada.
Yeah.
But I always kind of just like if they ask like about my ethnicity and what I am, then I'll be like my dad's Guatemalan and my mom's Colombian.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like a mix of both.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just say I'm like Canadian.
Entonces, si alguien le pregunta, dice que es canadiense por el nacimiento, pero obviamente si alguien más le pregunta, digamos, de dónde son sus papás, dice que su papá es de Guatemala y mamá de Colombia. Who has been like your favorite player coming up? You know, because nowadays there's a lot of great players, both male and female players, but is there like a specific favorite player on the women's side? From any team that you grew up looking at, si hay una jugadora favorita de ella que ha visto desde su niñez?
Well, because I'm from Canada, I always looked at like the Canada team, and a player that really stuck out to me was like Christine St. Clair.
Yeah.
Like even in elementary school, I made a whole project on her because like I loved watching her, and just like it was kind of just somebody to look up to, and like one day I was like I want to be like her. Like it just like the connection, like when you see somebody do something that you love so much, you just kind of want to be them or like do what they do.
Of course. Have you ever like had experience to meet her? Have you ever even like watched an actual women's national team of Canada play live?
I have, yes. I got to meet her once, and I can't remember if we got a picture with her, but I got her autograph on a picture, and I thought that was really cool.
For sure. Entonces sí, la jugadora favorita de Lisa desde su niñez ha sido la jugadora de Canadá. No me recuerdo el primer nombre, pero Sinclair es el apellido. Ella también tuvo la oportunidad de conocerla en persona y ha visto la selección de Canadá jugar en vivo. Apart from soccer, football, Elisa, what do you like to do? You know, because you are very young. I'm guessing you might, I don't know if you play other sports, but like, what do you like doing apart from soccer? ¿Hay algo más que le gusta hacer a Elisa aparte de solo jugar fútbol?
I like, that's kind of a hard one because I've always done soccer.
Yeah.
So I don't really have time to like do other sports like basketball or volleyball.
Yeah.
I kind of like drawing and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Or I don't know, I like decorating, kind of.
Yeah. Do you play like any instruments or anything?
No, I don't play any instruments.
So basically, it's just pure soccer every day, all day, even on the weekends and stuff?
Yeah, basically, that's kind of just my whole life.
For sure. Entonces, sí, aparte del fútbol, le gusta pintar. Obviamente no juega diferentes deportes, ya que el enfoque de ella es totalmente el fútbol. Lo vive durante la semana y también el fin de semana con los partidos. What are your short and long-term goals, Elisa? Because I know you're obviously very young. I'm guessing you have dreams and goals that you want to accomplish. But what are your short and long-term goals? Sus metas a corto y a largo plazo.
For short-term goal, I think it would be kind of just to maybe do good in school and like get good grades, and then hopefully from that, then make it to a good like college, university.
Yeah.
And then my long-term goal, I think it would kind of just be to play pro. That's kind of just like always been like my goal.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces su meta a corto plazo es seguir haciendo bien en la escuela y también alcanzar jugar en el fútbol universitario, y después su meta a largo plazo es jugar ya profesionalmente. I'm guessing you watched the Women's World Cup right now that occurred a few months ago, and if that was the case, who are you supporting? Si vio el mundial ahorita femenino que pasó hace unos meses, y a quién apoyó ella.
Well, I think I was definitely like supporting Guate.
Yeah.
like I don't know, just because like the past like couple of months, like with this opportunity and everything, it kind of just got me more like inspired to like just watch them more and kind of just see how they do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For sure. Entonces sí, ella últimamente se ha enfocado más en Guatemala por vestir la camisola, y obviamente ha apoyado bastante a Guate por esa razón. Well, I'm not sure if you know, Elisa, but right now the main national team of Guatemala is most likely going to play Canada because they beat Jamaica yesterday 2-0. So if Canada wins the next game, they will be in the group of Guatemala for the women's side. If Canada plays Guatemala, who would you support for and why? Obviamente la selección de Canadá pues probablemente se va a enfrentar a la selección femenina de Guate en el grupo rumbo a la Copa Oro. Si Canadá se enfrenta a Guatemala, ¿a quién apoyaría, Elisa, y por qué?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know.
You don't know?
Obviously Guate, but like, God, I don't even know.
It'd be hard, right? I mean,
yeah.
Probably just wish for the best team to win.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be supporting kind of both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one though. I don't even know, honestly.
For sure. Yeah, no worries. Ella dijo que obviamente va a ser un partido difícil y que obviamente que gane la mejor selección en sí, porque obviamente nació en Canadá, pero obviamente juega para Guatemala. When did you know that playing for Guatemala was an option? You know, because obviously we all know that you're born in Canada, your father is from Guatemala, but like, did you ever even think of playing for Guatemala before it was an opportunity? ¿Cuándo pensó ella que jugar para Guatemala era una opción?
No, I didn't even well, it's not that I didn't consider it, it's just I didn't know the opportunity would be there.
Yeah.
I, like, being born in Canada and stuff, like, I always kind of thought my opportunity would be here doing anything soccer.
Yeah.
And my dad would, like, joke around and telling me, like, oh, you should go try out for, like, the Guatemala national team. And then I'd be like, yeah. And then one day he said it to me, and then he had, like, a serious face on. So I was like, I can't tell if he's joking or not. And it turned out, like, he was actually being serious, that I was actually going to go try out for the U17.
Yeah.
And I was in complete shock. That happened so fast, but I'm so grateful it happened.
Yeah. Entonces ella obviamente, digamos, pensó que iba a jugar para Canadá. Nunca lo había pensado porque no supo que jugar para Guatemala era una opción. Y obviamente su papá y ella siempre lo platicaban como broma, y había un día en el cual su papá se le acercó a ella diciendo que había una oportunidad de jugar para la selección sub-17 femenina de Guatemala. Quedó en shock y obviamente está muy agradecida por la oportunidad, por vestir los colores. How did you feel like when you saw your name for the first time ever on the official list to play for the U17 women's national team of Guatemala? You know, because I'm guessing at your short age that must have been a huge accomplishment. But like what were you feeling? Like I'm guessing it must have been like a crazy range of emotions. ¿Cómo se sintió ella ver su nombre en la lista oficial en una convocatoria para Guate?
It didn't feel real, honestly. It was just crazy, like, to see my name, like, on there, like, that's me.
Yeah.
Playing for like my country, like, I was so happy. I can't explain like how happy I was. Like I'm so grateful I got this opportunity,
Yeah,
and like you have so much for it, and I'm so thankful for that.
for sure.
Like I just want to say thank you. Like I'm so happy with everything.
For sure, for sure. Ella obviamente dijo que estaba un poco sorprendida, que vio, obviamente vio su nombre, pero está agradecida por la oportunidad y sí, muy feliz por vestir la camisola de Guate. When you were on the plane, like going to Guatemala, like flying, how were you feeling? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Like, could you take us through that moment? Because, like I said, it must have been like a huge accomplishment for you at your age. So, like, how was it like being on that plane going to Guatemala, knowing that you were gonna obviously train with the national team? Si nos puede llevar, ¿qué estaba pensando Lisa estando en el avión yendo para Guatemala?
Honestly, I was really scared because that was my first time, or one of the first times going to Guate.
Yeah,
And then obviously playing for the country just kind of made it more like scary
Yeah.
in my eyes. I just remember going into there and my parents were telling me they're just like go in with confidence, like don't be nervous.
Yeah.
I was still nervous,
yeah,
but like I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me because obviously I'm trying to like go there. I'm trying to perform for like everybody, like the country.
Mhm.
I'm trying to perform for my coaches,
Yeah.
for my teammates,
Yeah.
for my family. Like I wasn't really like I wasn't too confident going into there.
Mhm.
Like the first time around.
Yeah.
I felt like the more times I went there, I kind of got more like comfortable and everything.
Yeah.
But especially the first time, I was scared out of my mind, and I just wanted to go there and just like be me and just play to my like potential.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I did. Like
Mhm.
going into the tryout, and also just like after that going into the tournaments,
Mhm.
I feel like I really got to like showcase myself and what I could do. And I'm pretty happy, honestly, how everything went.
For sure. So I'm guessing like the first time when you went, if I'm not mistaken, is when you went for the trial, correct?
Yes.
So when you went for the trial and everything, how did you feel when you saw other girls that obviously spoke English? Like, did that make you a little more comfortable on that side, or like could you take us through that as well?
I remember the first tryout I got there, and obviously everybody there spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
And I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but it's obviously not the best because in Canada we speak French and English.
Yeah,
A lot of Spanish goes around unless I'm with my family.
yeah,
So I got there and I was doing my best talking to them in Spanish. And then I kind of went off to the side, just standing there, just watching all the other girls like interact with each other.
yeah,
And then I think that's when I saw Curly walk over to, I can't remember who it was, but she was like, "Do you speak English?" And then the other girl said, "Yeah, I do."
Uh-huh.
And they started having conversation. So then I obviously jumped in and I was like, "I'm from Canada." Like, and we started talking, and it kind of just made like the experience a little bit more comfortable.
yeah,
Obviously, like not everybody there spoke English, so just being with like a couple of girls that like I could still communicate with,
Yeah.
that definitely made me more comfortable.
Mhm.
And just kind of like, and it was fun getting to know them too,
yeah.
because they were there for the same opportunity that I was, just to try out and see how things were going to go.
Exactly. Yeah. Entonces cuando ella vio, digamos, cuando estaba en el avión, estaba muy nerviosa. Sus papás obviamente le dijeron que tuviera confianza en ella misma para demostrar sus habilidades y que no estuviera nerviosa. Y obviamente cuando llegó a la prueba estaba muy feliz. Y también cuando vio a las diferentes compañeras de Estados Unidos que hablaron inglés, obviamente eso también le hizo más cómoda. Y ella obviamente quiso demostrar su capacidad y su habilidad con el fútbol estando allá en Guatemala. Y en el transcurso de los torneos, obviamente se sintió más cómoda. How many times have you been to Guatemala, Elisa? And like, yeah, how many times have you been total? ¿Cuántas veces en total ha ido Elisa a Guatemala?
I've been there 3 times. All 3 times were for soccer.
Wow. Okay.
I had never been there before, so it was also my first time meeting my family there.
Wow.
Yeah, because we had always done like FaceTimes, and I'd always be like hola, and talk to them like a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was my first time actually meeting everybody.
Wow.
And yeah, I've only been there 3 times.
How was it seeing, like at least being in the country for the first time? Because I'm guessing you might have had time to explore a little bit of Guatemala, and like, how was it meeting like your family for the first time ever in person?
Meeting my family, honestly, I think the first time I went was probably one of my favorites because it was like I got to meet everybody like from different parts of my family, and I remember like they'd skip school and like just go with us, like me and my dad, because it was both of us.
Yeah.
They would take us to different parts of Guate, and we just got to see everything, see the culture, and it was really fun. And honestly, I enjoyed it so much.
Of course. Entonces, sí, Elisa ha ido 3 veces a Guatemala y las 3 ha sido por el fútbol. Y también fue la primera vez en la cual ella vio a su familia allá en Guatemala en persona. Le encantó estando allá con su familia, conocerlos y ir a diferentes partes del país. What parts, I mean, if you remember, what parts did you visit in Guatemala? Like, what surprised you about the country? You know, because I'm guessing a lot of people that haven't been to Guatemala might have the perception of, of it being like a very poor country, there being like a lot of crime and stuff like that. But like, what surprised you about the country as well?
Well, I had always heard like things like that Guate like had a lot of crime or anything. But me going there, I thought it was such a beautiful country, and it's so different from Canada. Like in Canada, I feel like everything kind of just looks the same, but there I feel like it's almost like more lively. Like you'll walk past somebody, they'll like say hi to you, greet you.
Yeah.
Like everybody there just seems like happy, and like it just seems more colorful.
Yeah.
I thought it was really pretty there, honestly. And I loved it. I feel like that's one of my favorite places I've ever visited.
Wow.
And I feel so proud to like be Guatemalan and be from there because it's such honestly a beautiful place.
For sure. Entonces sí, ella le sorprendió bastante el país en sí. Le dijo que la gente en Guatemala es muy amable. Le encantó el país entero. Está muy orgullosa de ser guatemalteca y es, digamos, uno de los favoritos lugares de ella. When you obviously were called up, Elisa, what did like your teammates say? What did your friends say? What did your parents say for achieving this huge goal of yours? ¿Qué le dijeron sus compañeras, sus amigas y también sus papás por lograr esto a su corta edad?
My parents were really proud, and I think all of us were kind of in shock about like it being a real opportunity that was actually happening.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like it doesn't, like nobody here really gets that opportunity. Like even telling my friends, I think a lot of them at first thought I was joking.
Wow.
About it.
Yeah.
But then they saw it, like I would send them pictures of everything and they'd be like, wow, like that's crazy. Like it's such a crazy opportunity and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they'd start asking me about it and stuff, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, I feel like my parents are really proud of me. They just told me to go in there with confidence and just do my best because that's all I can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. And like obviously when you actually played in the tournament and everything, how did you think you did personally? Because you said that before, that when you arrived you were completely nervous and one of your goals was to obviously demonstrate your ability on the field. And personally, I feel like you did a very well job. But talking specifically about you, how do you think you did in all of the games that you played officially for Guatemala?
I remember my first game, like going into it, I was completely nervous. I was talking to, I can't remember who it was, I think it was Curly, and just like I just like so nervous. I just like was kind of like letting out all my emotions.
Yeah.
But actually being on the field and in the moment, you kind of get in that mindset where it's just like it's just a game. Like you got to go like as hard as you can. You got to like focus. And I think I just tried to get into the zone, and eventually I did. Obviously I made mistakes and stuff, and I'd realize after the games what I did wrong and then try to correct that for like my next game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I performed to my best ability. Could I have done better? Probably at some things, yes. When you always look over, you always kind of see your mistakes and like what you could have done differently.
Exactly.
So I look back at like what I probably would have wanted to change, but then I look at the stuff that I did good and I'm like, okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And like, it's a learning experience, everybody is not perfect. We all do commit mistakes. But like I said, I personally believe that you're probably one of our strongest defenders that we had. So I congratulate you on that. Pero sí, le pregunté si ellas en el transcurso del torneo que jugaron, si ella se sintió cómoda por su desempeño, y ella dijo que sí, que obviamente cometió errores, pero ella trató de mejorarlos en los siguientes partidos. Are you happy with your decision playing for Guatemala? I asked that because, I mean, I don't know if Canada had ever approached you beforehand, before Guatemala. But yeah, are you happy with your decision deciding to play for Guatemala? Si está feliz por decidir jugar por Guatemala.
I did not get approached by Canada. Being approached by Guate, by you, by getting this opportunity, I am so happy. Like, I can't express how happy, like, it's made me feel.
Yeah.
Like, playing for my country, it's such a good feeling, you know? When, like, you're trying to, like, impress, like, everybody.
Yeah.
You're trying to just do your best. Like, I'm so happy, and I keep saying that, but I'm, like, honestly just, like, thrilled about this opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces, sí. Ajá, yeah. For sure. Entonces sí, él dijo que está muy feliz, muy contenta por esta decisión. Canadá no se ha acercado a ella por posiblemente representar al país, pero sí dijo que está muy contenta por esta decisión y probablemente jugar para Guatemala. What has been like possibly your favorite Guatemalan dish? I mean, I don't know if you tried it out there in Guatemala, if there is anything, digamos su plato favorito de comida específicamente de Guatemala.
Frijoles.
Black beans.
That was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
We'd get them for like breakfast, like almost like every day, and honestly, I loved it.
Yeah.
But I also liked Incaparinas.
Okay. Yeah.
Those I would chug those down just like every day. Like they'd give us snacks.
Yeah.
And we had that as a snack, and it was just my favorite. I loved it so much.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces sí, él dijo que los frijoles negros en sí le encantaron bastante, ya que se los dieron posiblemente diario allá cuando estuvieron, y también la camparina le encantó también. What do you think the national team itself can improve on? You know, because you come from a totally different football in Canada, talking about fields, infrastructure, probably everything in comparison to like obviously the Guatemalan players that play in Guatemala, you know, because I'm guessing you yourself saw some of the fields that aren't the best, you know, the infrastructure is not good at all. But what do you think could possibly improve for maybe in the future? ¿Qué cosas cree que Elisa que se podrán mejorar, ya que ella viene de un fútbol muy distinto que obviamente se juega en Canadá en comparación a Guatemala?
I think probably connecting more our passes and communicating more.
Yeah.
Obviously for me, like communicating, like it was a little hard, but I learned some words that I could like communicate with them.
Yeah.
But also, connecting and probably like having like confidence with each other.
Yeah.
Like trusting each other in like games and stuff. I feel like that's a big thing that I feel like every team needs and stuff.
Sure.
But I feel like having that would just benefit us and be good.
Most definitely. Entonces sí, él dijo que para lo que posiblemente puedan mejorar es conectar más los pases, tener más confianza en sí como selección, y también la comunicación en sí, que es obviamente muy importante dentro de la cancha. Specifically talking about communication, Elisa, you brought something up that I just thought about. How was that like for you communicating on the field? And I'm only asking this because, I mean, if you watch the men's national team right now for Guatemala, there's at least probably 10 players that speak English. And like, I've asked them, like, what do you guys speak on the field? Like, what do you guys speak in the locker? And some of them say that they speak English on the field. But in your case, like, how was that, you know, communicating on the field? Was it difficult? Like, how did you adjust to that? ¿Cómo fue, digamos, la comunicación para ella dentro de la cancha?
Well, for me, I think I understand like 99.9% of like Spanish that they were speaking, so I understood everything they were saying.
Yeah.
But then for me speaking, like it takes me a minute to process what's like happening. But then in games, obviously, I can't stop and think like, what word do I need to say in the moment? So honestly, I kind of would use the words they were saying. Like if somebody would say like bascular, like I'd be like, yeah, bascular, like kind of like get words like that going.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard communicating, not gonna lie, but I feel like I did pretty good. I obviously wasn't too vocal.
Yeah.
I wish I could have been more vocal and spoken more
Mm-hmm.
to them, like on the field, because I feel like communication is definitely one of the biggest things.
Mm-hmm.
I tried with what I also use their names a lot though. I feel like using names kind of helped with it.
Yeah.
And just hand signals and just like being like telling them. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces sí, ella dijo que la comunicación en sí fue un poco complicado. Ella lo entiende a la perfección y obviamente trató la manera de comunicarse de la mejor manera con sus compañeras dentro de la cancha. And when you put on like your training jersey for the first time, and also like the official jersey for the first time, like what were you feeling? ¿Qué estaba pensando ella cuando se puso, digamos, la camisola de entreno por primera vez y también la camisola en un partido oficial? ¿Qué sentía Elisa?
It felt really official, like just wearing like guate like on you.
Yeah.
It was like I'm here for something like special and important. So it was, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's just like you're going there and everybody's watching you. Like you have to obviously like just try your best and perform your best.
Yeah.
One thing that did happen though, I will say, is like going into Guate, I didn't really know the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to practice that in like my first game when I was wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
I had to like obviously like sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
And like, having my hand there and then like just like feeling like official and like singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was like a really big and special moment.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So now you do know it, right?
Yes, I do know it now.
How long did it take you to learn? Because if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty long, right?
Yeah, it is. Well, a couple of my teammates helped. We actually got around the living room one day, and it was me and Sophia that like didn't really know it, but Jade, she knew it perfectly, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
But it was me and Sophia, and then all my teammates around, and they would like put it on their phone, and then they'd all sing it.
That's so
and then
cool.
Me and Sophia the whole time were just learning it on repeat.
Yeah.
I'd listen to it before I went to bed, just trying to get the words in my brain, just kind of like remember.
For sure. That's so cool that they helped you out.
Yeah.
For sure. Entonces sí, ella dijo cuando se puso, digamos, la camisola de entreno y la playera oficial, que fue una locura, que obviamente fue algo que era oficial para Elisa, y también que fue, digamos, un momento muy orgulloso para ella, ya que estaba representando a Guatemala. Y en el tema del himno nacional, cuando ella fue a Guatemala, no lo sabía, pero algo que ella y Sofía que lo practicaron. A veces las compañeras de ellas siempre ponían el himno nacional y ellas lo practicaban para obviamente saberlo, y ahora Lisa sí sabe el himno nacional de Guatemala. Who was your favorite? I mean, I don't want to cause controversy, but like, who was your favorite teammate on the national team? Obviously, if there was various, obviously you can name more than one teammate. Su compañera favorita en la selección en sí.
My favorite teammate. Oh my goodness.
Like I said, you can name more than one. It's not a problem.
I would say I hit it off with like a bunch of them. I hit like all of them. We were all really close.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one.
Mm-hmm.
The ones I was like really close with though, like I really got to know like Camila, Fatima, Mare.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, there were just a whole bunch of them that just like would like they wanted to get to know me and stuff because I was like new and stuff, and they really like took the time to get to know me.
That's cool.
They were great teammates. They really made me feel welcomed.
Yeah.
And I'm just so thankful to have met all them. Like I have so many memories with all those girls.
Yeah.
And like we have so many pictures. Like I'm never probably going to forget any of those moments with them.
For sure. Entonces sí, él dijo que Fátima, Camila, posiblemente fueron sus compañeras favoritas, pero obviamente ella se llevó bien con todas. Había un compañerismo muy sano dentro de esa selección. What surprised you, talking about football wise in Guatemala? You know, because like I said, coming from Canada to Guatemala is completely different. But is there anything in particular that surprised you en Guatemala? Si hay algo que le sorprendió en el tema futbolístico en comparación a Canadá.
I would say probably they did a lot of gym stuff.
Yeah.
And here in Canada, like obviously probably if you were on the Canada team, it would probably be the same thing. But like me being on like a club team here, we don't do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I would say in Canada, we work a lot like on fitness and like running and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't do a lot of that in Guate. It was more kind of just like ball fitness, and I really like that. Yeah. We still have ball fitness in Canada, but like in Guate, it was more kind of just like game realistic kind of like things and practices and what we would do. And I honestly enjoyed that.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces sí, él dijo que algo que sí le sorprendió estando en Guate fue que iban mucho al gimnasio, ya que en sus equipos respectivamente en Canadá no lo hacían mucho. Obviamente si estuviera con la selección me imagino que sí. También obviamente entrenaban mucho con el balón, tácticamente, y obviamente en Canadá corrían mucho más allá en su país. How would it be for you to play an official match versus Canada? You know, because right now you're playing for Guatemala, but like, would it be emotional for you to play against, you know, the country of your birth? Like, could you take this through that? Like, how would you feel facing Canada in an official match? ¿Cómo sería para ella enfrentarse a Canadá, el país de nacimiento de ella?
I honestly think it would be pretty funny if that actually did, like, or if that were to happen.
Yeah.
I think inside I'd be like, oh, like I'm on the other team right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm still representing my country, but I feel like I'd probably enjoy that because I could be like I'm not just like part of your country, I'm also part of this country, and I want to also support this country and play with them right now in the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces sí, él dijo que sería, digamos, algo divertido, ya que se enfrentaría a Canadá, pero también estaría representando el país de ella también, que es Guatemala. Were you surprised at like the amount of support you've gotten from the Guatemalans on social media and stuff like that? Like, has that like surprised you? Si se ha sorprendido a ella por el apoyo de los guatemaltecos en las redes sociales.
It did surprise me. There was a lot of support going around. Yeah. Obviously, girls soccer, like, there's not as much support as there is for the men's. But I thought for this, there was quite a bit of support going around.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just, it's kind of different here in Canada. Like, the way that it was in Guate, like, everybody kind of just, like, was supportive and just, like, being, like, really, like, encouraging to us.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really nice.
For sure. Entonces, dijo que sí, que sí recibieron bastante apoyo de los guatemaltecos. Obviamente se sintió bien eso, ya que sabemos que en el fútbol femenino en Guate no es, digamos, lo mejor, pero sí, a pesar de eso, sí recibieron apoyo tanto para ella como la selección en sí. Something that us the fans don't know about Elisa Castellanos. Is there anything in particular that we might not know about you that, you know, you might have like a secret talent? I don't know. Is there anything? Si hay algo que nosotros no sabemos de Elisa Castellanos.
Secret talent? I don't know. I can cook.
Oh, you can?
I don't think that's like a really like a big talent, but
I mean, I'm not the best cook, so I mean, you probably beat me.
I really enjoy cooking or like baking and stuff. That has nothing to do with soccer, but
no, totally fine.
Yeah.
Then what do you usually cook though? Like, is there anything in particular that you like to cook?
I really like to make pupusas, honestly.
Pupusas?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Not bad.
I know that's such an odd thing, like especially for Guatemala to make, but I don't know. I really like them.
Yeah, me too. I love pupusas. They're very good.
I don't know. I'm just always because on my mom's side of the family, like they're Salvadorian.
Yeah.
Or well, we're Colombian, but married into Salvadorians. So we would eat pupusas a lot. So then one day I kind of was like, I want to make pupusas.
Yeah.
So then I started making pupusas, and I really liked them.
Well, which pupusa is your favorite?
God, I kind of just like them all, if I'm being honest. I'm not
For sure. Entonces, Elisa dijo que le gusta cocinar y también le gusta cocinar las pupusas, ya que le gustan bastante. A mí también me gustan bastante las pupusas, ya que son muy ricas. What does it mean to you specifically representing Guatemala? You know, like, If you could just talk to us about that. ¿Qué significa para ella representar a Guatemala?
For me, I think representing my country was like it was really meaningful and just like a good opportunity for me. Like obviously kind of being like a model kind of, but like showing everybody like that you could do that one day if you like put the work in.
For sure.
And stuff. Like just do it. And like God, I don't even know. I'm sorry.
Obviously, like if you work hard, you could definitely achieve anything that you put your mind to, right?
Yeah, if you just like work hard, like and put your mind like to your like if you set a goal, I feel like if you have a goal, then you can like completely achieve that. Yeah. It's definitely possible. If I can do it, then I think anybody can do it.
For sure. Entonces ya dijo que significó mucho para su persona representar a Guatemala y que obviamente si realmente la persona quiere cumplir sus metas, tiene que trabajar bastante duro para lograr esa meta. Y Elisa dijo que si él lo puede lograr, muchos también lo pueden hacer. What's your favorite type of music? You know, because or is there specific songs that you like going into to motivate you for a game or no? Like, si hay alguna música en específico que le gusta escuchar a Elisa previo de un partido.
Yeah, I like really like kind of like pop music or like hype music that will like get me like kind of like going, like get my brain like. I like listening to a lot of Pitbull.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. What's your favorite song from him? Or like what songs do you listen by Pitbull?
Time of Our Lives, Fireball.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything. Like I have like a whole bunch of songs that are just Pitbull on my playlist, and I'll just go through them.
Yeah. For sure. Entonces sí, Elisa dijo que para los partidos, para motivarla y todo, escucha Pitbull, escucha, digamos, a cualquier canción de él para obviamente motivarla en el partido. I mean, I don't know if you've had time, but like, were you able to watch the Guatemala women's national team game right now versus Panama? Unfortunately, they did lose 3-0. They're playing tomorrow versus them again, and these are obviously the games to play the first ever Women's Gold Cup of next year. I mean, have you been able to watch them or no?
I haven't been able to watch them, but I've been keeping track to see the scores.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm rooting for them, and I really hope that they do well.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces sí, por tiempo no ha podido mirar el partido, pero sí ha visto el marcador y todo, y obviamente le desea lo mejor a nuestra selección mayor femenina. So how many languages do you speak, Lisa? Because I know some parts in Canada, they do speak French, some don't speak French, but in your case, do you speak French at all or no?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow. Are you fluent in French?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I'm guessing you read, you speak it, you write it, everything?
Yes.
Dang, not bad. How's your Spanish going, though?
My Spanish, I've been practicing at home with my family.
Yeah.
Like speaking it a lot more because I understand everything. I can't write though. I've been learning to kind of read more.
Yeah.
But obviously talking is something that I want to work on because communicating is a big thing, especially like just if I were to go to Guatemala and just like communicate with anybody, then obviously I need Spanish for that. So I've been trying to talk a lot more. It's a little rusty, but I think I'm getting there.
Are there like, at the school that you attend, are there more Latinos that obviously speak Spanish, or is it pretty just you that might be Latina?
There's not a lot of Latinos. My best friend is half Mexican.
Oh, nice.
I think she's one of the only Latinos in our school because there's not that many. So I think it's kind of just us, maybe like a few other kids, but not a lot, honestly.
Have you met other Guatemalans there where you live or no?
I know of one. I haven't actually met them, but I've heard of them.
Oh, nice.
Or not heard of them, but my brother has a teammate that's Guatemalan.
Oh, not bad. Entonces sí, la pregunta para Elisa fue si habla francés, porque en partes en Canadá lo hablan, en partes no, pero si ella lo habla a la perfección, el francés, lo escribe, lo lee, lo entiende, y también obviamente está aprendiendo más el español, ya que lo está practicando el idioma en sí. Would your next goal be obviously to be part of the U20 women's national team? Because I know this cycle just ended, unfortunately, but like, would your next goal be part, or would it be to be part of the U20 women's national team?
Of course, that is honestly my next goal going into this. Yeah. Hopefully, I would love to go to the next step and be a part of that team.
Yeah, for sure. Entonces, sí, su siguiente meta será ser parte de la selección sub-20 femenina de Guatemala, ya que obviamente este ciclo con la 17 ya se terminó, pero sí, su siguiente meta sería ser parte de esa selección. Muchas gracias a Elisa por su tiempo. Fue un gusto conocerla. Como dije, le agradezco a ella por su tiempo. Le deseo lo mejor para ella en sus estudios, en el fútbol y que siga creciendo en cada aspecto como ser humano y también futbolísticamente. Thank you so much, Elisa, for your time. It was a great time, talking to you, getting to know you, and like understanding, obviously, what goes behind the scenes. Because first you are a human being first, and obviously you're a soccer player second. So I appreciate your time, and best of luck in all your studies. We wish you all the best, and obviously we want to see you with the U20 women's national team hopefully soon. But thank you so much.
Thank you.